Technical issues can be frustrating and isolating. The common phrase is, "I'm stuck with this." While honest, it doesn't communicate exactly what you need. It highlights the problem, but offers no direction for the person who might help. A stronger alternative is, "Could you guide me through solving this step by step?" This shifts the conversation from helplessness to partnership. Instead of just admitting defeat, you're inviting someone into a teaching role. It frames the request as structured support, making it easier for the helper to respond effectively. The key takeaway: when asking for help, be specific in what you're seeking. It turns confusion into a learning opportunity. Physical challenges like lifting something heavy often demand cooperation. The usual line is, "This is too heavy." While it states the fact, it doesn't clearly invite assistance. It can even sound like complaining. An alternative is, "Would you give me a hand carrying this across?" This directly asks for support in a polite, action-oriented way. It transforms the moment from struggle to teamwork. People are often willing to help, but they respond better when they know exactly what's needed. The lesson here: effective help requests are polite, direct, and task-specific. Facing a tight deadline is stressful. The typical phrase is, "I can't finish on time." While true, it centers only on your limitation and can create tension. A more effective alternative is, "Could you support me in wrapping this up before the deadline?" This changes the energy from defeat to collaboration. It invites others to share responsibility and shows your commitment to finishing. By framing it as a joint effort, you motivate people to step in without feeling burdened. The takeaway: reframe obstacles as opportunities to team up and succeed together. In a classroom setting, confusion is natural. The usual expression is, "I don't get it." While honest, it's vague and doesn't guide the teacher or peer on what part is unclear. A stronger option is, "Would you explain this in simpler terms?" This provides clarity to the person helping. They know exactly what you need, a simpler explanation. It shows initiative, not just frustration. The result: you're more likely to receive targeted help that deepens your understanding. The lesson: good questions invite good answers. At work, tasks can sometimes feel overwhelming. A common response is, "I'm lost here." While it communicates your struggle, it's too broad and can make others unsure how to help. A better alternative is, "Could you walk me through the process once?" This request is specific, solution-focused, and respectful. It tells your colleague exactly how they can assist by demonstrating the task. It's not just about getting unstuck. It's about building independence for the future. The takeaway: when lost, seek guidance in a way that helps you learn, not just escape difficulty. Losing your way can be frustrating and even stressful. The usual phrase is, "I don't know where I am." While accurate, it doesn't provide a clear ask for assistance. An alternative is, "Would you point me toward the nearest station?" This turns a vague concern into a specific, actionable request. It makes it easier for someone to help you quickly. Instead of highlighting your disorientation, you're asking for a concrete solution. The lesson: in moments of confusion, be clear about the outcome you're seeking. Emotional struggles often require sensitivity. The common phrase is, "I feel overwhelmed." While it expresses your state, it doesn't guide others in how to support you. A stronger approach is, "Could we talk? I'd really appreciate your perspective." This shifts the focus from a general emotional state to a meaningful request for connection. It communicates both vulnerability and respect. The person knows exactly how they can help by listening and offering insight. The key takeaway: when seeking emotional support, frame it as an invitation to share, not just a statement of distress. Learning new tools or software often brings frustration. The typical line is, I can't figure this out. While honest, it doesn't lead to effective teaching. An alternative is, would you show me how this tool works in practice? This request is specific and actionable. It moves beyond frustration to learning and empowerment. You're not just asking for a fix, you're asking for knowledge transfer. The result, you gain skills rather than temporary relief. The takeaway, in skill building, ask for demonstrations that strengthen long-term ability. Cooking under time pressure can be tricky. The common phrase is, I'm falling behind. While it shows stress, it doesn't tell others what help you need. A better alternative is, could you take care of the chopping while I stir the pot? This is precise, practical, and cooperative. It divides the work clearly and allows others to step in easily. It transforms the situation into teamwork instead of stress. The lesson, in busy tasks, break down your needs into specific actions to invite real help. Group assignments can feel uneven when one part feels weak. The usual phrase is, my section is weak. While it admits vulnerability, it doesn't invite constructive support. A stronger phrasing is, would you review my part and share feedback? This turns weakness into an opportunity for growth. It shows humility and willingness to improve while giving your peers a clear role in supporting you. The key takeaway, in collaboration, openness plus specificity leads to better results and stronger teamwork. Starting a new job can feel overwhelming, especially when tasks are unfamiliar. The common way to ask for help is, I don't know what to do next. While honest, it can sound helpless and doesn't show initiative. A stronger alternative is, could you shadow me until I get the hang of this? This not only admits you need guidance, but also shows willingness to learn actively. It frames the request as practical and proactive, making the other person more willing to step in and support. Preparing for public speaking often creates nerves and doubt. The usual phrase is, I don't feel ready. While true, it places focus on fear without direction. A better alternative is, would you listen to my draft and give suggestions? This turns vague insecurity into a concrete request for feedback. It invites collaboration, builds confidence, and makes the other person feel valued in the process. Instead of stuck energy, it becomes forward movement toward improvement. Shopping decisions can be confusing when faced with many options. The common way is, I'm unsure what to pick. While it shows uncertainty, it doesn't lead to useful guidance. A stronger phrasing is, which brand would you recommend in your experience? This invites expertise and draws on someone else's knowledge. It shifts the conversation from vague indecision to an actionable recommendation. This approach gets you better advice and strengthens connection by showing you trust their opinion. Studying tough material can leave people frustrated. The typical phrase is, this doesn't make sense. While accurate, it doesn't direct the help you need. A better alternative is, could we study this chapter together? This transforms confusion into collaboration. It shows you're willing to put in effort while asking for shared learning. The other person feels included and more motivated to support, and you create a productive study partnership rather than sitting in frustration. Writing drafts often leaves you uncertain about clarity. The common way is, my draft isn't clear. While reflective, it doesn't ask for specific help. A better way is, would you check this and suggest improvements? This gives the other person a clear role, shifting the exchange from vague self-criticism to targeted feedback. It also makes your request actionable, which makes it easier for them to contribute meaningfully. Fixing things often requires an extra hand. The usual phrase is, I can't hold it alone. While true, it may sound like a complaint instead of a request. A stronger alternative is, could you steady this while I tighten the screws? This provides a clear and direct way for the other person to assist. It shows that you know exactly what help you need, making it easier for them to step in and support effectively. Sports practice often brings frustration when moves don't come easily. The common phrase is, I can't get the move right. While expressive, it doesn't invite help. A better version is, would you show me the correct technique? This frames the challenge as a learning opportunity. It gives the other person a specific way to assist, creating a more positive and constructive environment. Instead of venting, you're actively seeking growth. Traveling can be stressful when directions are unclear. The usual way to ask is, I can't find my gate. While clear, it highlights the problem without guiding the solution. A better phrasing is, could you direct me toward Terminal B? This is polite, specific, and efficient. It helps the other person provide exact guidance, making it more likely you'll reach your destination quickly and stress-free. Finance often feels overwhelming with complex numbers. The typical phrase is, I don't understand the numbers. While true, it's too broad to invite useful help. A stronger alternative is, would you walk me through this budget breakdown? This makes your request specific and actionable. It shows willingness to learn and makes the helper feel their expertise is valuable. Instead of confusion, the exchange becomes a guided learning process. Learning a language is frustrating when memory slips. The common way is, I keep forgetting phrases. While honest, it can feel like giving up. A better alternative is, would you practice a short dialogue with me? This turns frustration into a constructive activity. It creates interaction, builds confidence, and reinforces memory through practice. The shift here is from focusing on the problem to engaging in a solution-oriented activity. Navigating career choices can feel overwhelming. The common way is, I'm unsure about my path. While honest, it only states confusion without guiding the listener on how to help. A stronger alternative is, could I get your honest thoughts on my options? This shifts the statement from a vague uncertainty to a direct request for useful input. It opens a meaningful conversation, making the other person feel valued for their perspective. The takeaway: asking for help is most effective when you invite specific guidance, not just share doubts. Writing emails can be tricky, especially when tone and clarity matter. The usual phrase is, I'm struggling to phrase this. While true, it leaves the other person unsure what you need. A better alternative is, would you suggest a clearer way to write this? This pinpoints exactly what kind of help you're asking for. It turns a problem into a constructive request. The takeaway: specificity in asking for help allows others to give targeted and practical support. Technology issues are a daily frustration. The common way is, my laptop froze again. While descriptive, it simply complains without requesting action. A stronger phrasing is, could you check what's wrong with it? This directly seeks support and acknowledges the other person's expertise. It's proactive, not just reactive. The takeaway: framing IT frustrations as clear requests turns complaints into solutions. Planning an event requires creativity, but sometimes inspiration runs dry. The typical phrase is, I'm running out of ideas. While it shows honesty, it doesn't invite collaboration. A stronger alternative is, would you brainstorm some fresh concepts with me? This not only seeks help, but also encourages teamwork and creativity. The takeaway: inviting others into the process creates shared energy and better outcomes. Decision-making can be tough when the options all look uncertain. The common way is, I don't know which to choose. While real, it's passive and doesn't engage the other person's perspective. An alternative is, could you share how you'd approach this decision? This frames the request in a way that values their experience and reasoning. The takeaway: when you seek perspectives instead of answers, you gain insight and empowerment. Parenting can bring moments where help is urgently needed. The usual phrase is, I can't manage alone right now. While honest, it can sound heavy without direction. A stronger option is, would you watch the kids for a few minutes? This makes the need concrete and time-bound, making it easier for someone to step in. The takeaway: practical, direct requests are easier for people to respond to with action. Gardening can be tricky without guidance. The common way is, I don't know how to repot this. While it shows uncertainty, it doesn't specify what kind of support you need. A stronger phrasing is, could you show me the right technique? This not only seeks help, but turns it into a learning opportunity. The takeaway: asking for demonstration-based help fosters both solutions and skill growth. Getting lost is a common scenario. The typical phrase is, I'm lost on the way. While it communicates the problem, it doesn't invite clear direction. A stronger alternative is, would you guide me through the quickest route? This shows what you need, step-by-step guidance, and allows the helper to give practical support. The takeaway: specific requests transform confusion into direction. Health choices can feel daunting. The usual phrase is, I don't know who to see. While honest, it's vague and passive. A stronger option is, could you recommend a doctor you trust? This not only invites help, but also makes the other person feel like their experience is valuable. The takeaway: when asking for help with health, direct and trust-based requests bring the most useful responses. Searching for a job is tough, and resumes are a big part of it. The common way is, I'm not sure my resume is strong. While true, it leaves the listener unsure how to help. A stronger alternative is, would you review it and suggest improvements? This turns uncertainty into an actionable request. It frames the other person as a collaborator, not just a listener. The takeaway: when you make your request actionable, you're far more likely to receive practical, helpful feedback. You can find playlists for various languages in the video description. To practice the vocabulary, you are encouraged to explore our various apps. Links to these are also included in the description. If you found something new or interesting, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and provide your valuable feedback. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content.